This may have been the last time driving my car. Oh my gosh. First look. I have secured the coffees for today. I just got my usual iced mocha. Tyron got a hot latte. We have a big day happening, so I thought it was only necessary to get coffee. Okay, we just got here. I am excited. I'm a little nervous, but I'll keep you updated. It's time. This may have been the last time driving my car and turning her off. We'll see. We'll see. You ready? Okay, let's go. Oh my gosh. First look. Look at the rims. Look at it. It's so cute. It's with the two-tone. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Okay, I'm test driving this. It's the same car, but like the newer version. Old car, it's like this cream. New car, bright white. It's goodbye to the old car. This is what the old looks like. 2020. Okay. Hi, I guess this is the first time you're seeing my face in this video. If you're new here, my name is Jill. If you're not new, welcome back. This is a very exciting vlog just slash video. This is my 2023 Jeep Compass and car tour. So we're gonna hit a few points. I will have timestamps on the video. If there are some things you might not want to hear me talk about, or if you just want to skip right to the car tour, because I know that's why a lot of you are here, just skip ahead. But I'm gonna talk about just like the dealership, the car buying process, or should I say like car leasing. I've never like purchased a car. I've only ever had leased vehicles. That's like obviously by choice. So I kind of want to just go over why I chose my car, what my experience leasing was like, and kind of just go from there. I feel like the car buying slash leasing experience can be very daunting, so let's chat about it. Also, I am on, I don't want to say like a main road or a busy road, but there is some cars moving around. I don't have like a private area to film this, so I'm just doing the best I can here, so please bear with me. If you have any questions that maybe I don't get to in this video, definitely leave them down below. I am no expert. I am just a 23. I'm not 23. I am a 22-year-old girl who has leased a car. This is the second time I've done this. That is the most credit that I have. Like, that is it. I have never worked in this industry. I will say my dad has been in this industry for my entire life. I know it can be kind of daunting if you've never done it. So let's just talk about it. Let's go over some things. So let's start with like why I picked a Jeep. This is my third Jeep. This is the second Jeep Compass I've had. So growing up, my dad worked for like Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep. So growing up, I always saw Jeeps. That is just like kind of what my family preferred growing up. I guess like growing up in New England, when you're in the snow, like Mass, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, I know, I feel like my family always emphasized getting a car that had like four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, or just something to kind of like promote some extra safety in your car. So kind of from the get-go, I feel like that always narrowed down options for me, because I always wanted cars that were four-wheel drive. Like I said, my family always had Jeeps, so it's something that just like I knew going into it I wanted a Jeep. And then just after my first Jeep, I liked it so much, I just continued getting it. Like, I didn't test drive other cars. I didn't like really experiment much. If you're gonna buy a car or invest in a car, you need a list of what's important to you. And for me liking my car is on that list. Obviously, like, safety is before aesthetic, if it's like an everyday use car. But the aesthetic is important to me. I feel like Jeeps look like a luxury vehicle. I think they're just a bit nicer in my opinion, than just like a standard compact SUV. I just like the look of them a bit better on the outside, and on the inside I like the way they look too. I'm definitely a big like compact SUV girl too, because I am a short girly. So if you're short, I feel like you understand. I just like being a bit lifted. I like to see things. It makes me feel safe. But yeah, I did get into a car accident with my car. It was my fault. It was my first car, and the whole thing was like smashed, and it took 2 months to repair. I was fine. The other people were fine. So I feel very comfortable in them. Definitely like test drive your cars. If you've never been in a car that you're looking at getting, test drive it, feel it. When you go into a dealership, ask all the questions. That's what they're there for. Yes, they want to sell you a car, but you're the one buying it. So make sure your checklist like gets hit with all the things that are important to you on it. So for me, obviously that's safety, price, aesthetic, 4-wheel drive, and then like when you get into the specifics, I like white, I like black leather, so on and so forth. So that is kind of why I've just picked Jeep in general. I love the compact SUV. It's very spacious on the inside, lots of storage. I've moved multiple times in this car and it's fit a shitload of things, even though it doesn't look like a monster truck on the outside. So yeah, that's kind of why I went with the car. It hit all my like points, things I liked, and I'll point that out more when I give you this little like car tour. But let's go into like the dealership / leasing process. Again, I'm not like an expert with this. I kind of am just talking from personal experience here. I've done this twice now. So I feel like the leasing process overall is like a minimum of 3 hours. If you've never been to the dealership before, they need all your information, obviously. For me, this process was a bit faster because I went to the same like person, so he kind of knew like what I was looking for already. Basically, I didn't really even need to say it. He was just like, I know exactly what you want. You want this, this, and this, right? And I was like, yes, thank you. You're gonna go there. You're gonna find, I guess, a salesman. You're gonna sit down with them. You're gonna talk about what you want. You're gonna talk about price point and like what you pay monthly, leasing options. It's all gonna be a bit different based on like your credit history, if you have equity on your current car, things like that. So that is all things that I kind of like, you kind of want to mentally prepare for when you go in. A down payment, that obviously affects what you're paying monthly, and so on and so forth. So I go in there, I sit down with him, I tell him what I'm looking for, we talk about the car I'm interested in, and I test drive, and then we sit down again and we go over the price. So if I'm putting $1,000 down payment, if I'm putting $2,000 down, if I'm putting 3, 4, 5, whatever. I already had equity to pay off, so I had about $1,300 left on my previous Compass. The lease does end in December, but I wanted to end it a little early because I am moving to Florida, so I just wanted to kind of get all my ducks in a row before I get there. You know, I already know this person, I'm comfortable with the dealership, so I just wanted to kind of like get it all sorted before I moved, rather than take another car and then exchange and everything. I just wanted to have everything of mine in Florida when I get there. So I paid off the equity, and instead of putting down more money for a down payment to decrease my monthly payments, I just decided to pay what was kind of like, I guess, what would be a little more expensive a month because I didn't have a down payment. And then that's when you decide, am I going to get this car or not? So that's like the midway point through the dealership process. So you've gone in, you've spoken about your checklist, what you're looking for in a car. You maybe talk about the price, like before you test drive, then you go to test drive, and then you sit down, run your credit. If you're leasing, like if you're not giving upfront cash, you go over credit. That's actually one of the reasons why I like to lease. I feel like it just continues to prove my credit report. Everybody has different views on this. I'm not saying this is the right way to do things. I'm not saying you should lease a car. I'm not saying you should buy a car. That is all personal preference that you should do the research on. I just like having a new car. I like to not have repairs on my car. Like I don't want to own a car right now, so I'm not owning a car. That's it. That is my decision, and that's why I lease. So I'm gonna go over that, and then it comes to like the paperwork. You basically like, that's it. It's daunting because I feel like when you go over numbers and like expenses, and it's a lot all at once, so it is a little nerve-wracking. I did make a video like this, kind of talking about similar things in my last buying my car video. That was almost 4 years ago now. I wish I like went back to watch it so I could kind of like reference it, because I feel like I did a good job of explaining in that video. It's like my thought process. I feel like I hit similar points in that video. I just went back to like watch it a little bit, but obviously like the quality is different, and I have a bit more that's gone on in my life since that video. You know, I had like no debt then. I was very good with my money. And then I like fell off after that. But very similar points, similar wants and desires for my car, my financial history, my credit, etc. But I think if you do want to like go and lease a car, it's just very smart to plan for it, to kind of get your facts and wants, desires, needs. And honestly, like, cars aren't a cheap thing. They are for sure an investment, whether you're leasing or buying. Like, there's upkeep, there's payments, there's insurance you have to pay for. So it's not like just a simple going out and buying a car. Yeah, that is kind of like the leasing process a bit, why I decided on Jeep, why I wanted this car again. I'll talk more about it as I show you the car itself. So let's get into the car tour. I know you've been waiting for this. And I do have some little like car essentials I'll show and I'll link down below for you that I got from like Amazon and stuff like that. I am missing a few things. There's a few more things I want to get. I want to get like a safety kit, you know, like the cords to hook up and all that. I want to get a little first aid kit, some things like that, just to have that I didn't have in my last car, that I'm like looking back in hindsight, I'm like, how the hell, like, I am so fortunate I didn't get into an accident or didn't break down or something, because like I would have been very unprepared. So yeah, I just want to be a bit more prepared in this car, because you never know. All right, so this is the view of my car when you're sitting in the driver's seat. I am in beautiful Newport, Rhode Island filming this, but this is the steering wheel. I feel like I need to start here because this is like the first thing you see, just like the driver side of everything. I'm going to start with the interior and then we'll go to the exterior. So the car is two-tone, so it has black and white accents. That is something that I loved about this car that my last car did not have. I also like how we have like more of a shiny versus matte look, I guess. The door handle, same as always. You have your mirror adjustment knob, I guess. You have your child lock, your lock, unlock, your window buttons. You have the door handle here. I like how there's like a little thingy here. Down by my feet here, I like that this is a carpet down here. My last car was a bit more of like a plastic material. I really do like that. It's very just standard plain black. Because I don't know, I feel like these get dirty so fast, especially the driver's side. The carpet is very easy to vacuum, so I like that. In my little cup holders here, I never put drinks down here, honestly, so I keep a hand sanitizer. I just have had this for so long, honestly, like years. And then this little mini trash can I got off Amazon. It's very small. It's for like receipts and wrappers and just like all the like little pieces of things that you just need to like get rid of. And it also comes with little trash bags, so I have those right there as well. Probably could use a better spot for those, but I don't know, I'm keeping them there for now. But let's turn on the car so you can kind of see what it looks like. It is a push start, and it's a bit like higher up. My other one was like down here, so that was an adjustment. So the screen goes on. My car is currently connected to CarPlay. So we have the dashboard here. I guess I'll start here. I've already put 600 miles on my car and I've had it for like a week now. I've been doing a lot of driving, visiting family, and a lot of like hours of driving. So there's that. So you obviously have your speedometers. You have your gas fuel gauge, I guess. I love how it shows how fast you're going, like the miles per hour or kilometers. You can change it back and forth. I like how it shows it in big numbers. I just like that. You have your cruise control here. This little section is for like scrolling through the screen up there. You can connect your phone so you can answer calls, you can end calls, as you can see there. I don't know if you can see this, but this is a terrible angle, but I cannot get any better. On the back of the wheel, this is to change your music. So you can change like radio stations and or songs, which is very cool. And you have one on the other side here. Again, I don't know if you can see it. There we go. That is for volume. So when you're like just holding your hands on your steering wheel instead of moving your hands off the wheel, you can just change on the back, which is very cool. And I use it all the time. Obviously, you have your windshield wiper. This is for the front, and then you have a little one for the back as well. The wheel itself is different. If you saw my other car, it was like a circular logo, and it was very big, and it looked kind of bulky. This, I feel like, just looks a bit more elegant, a little more classy, just a bit more of a simple logo, and the shape of the wheel itself is a little different. I feel like this has more edges, if that makes sense, whereas the other one was like just round. So I don't know, I like it. I like this. So there's that. I guess I'll show you the screen here. So I'm gonna use this to scroll through the screen. You have settings you can enter in here, so your screen setup. I haven't done any of this yet. Oh, I'm playing Noah Khan. That's connected to my CarPlay. That's the music playing. You have some different settings. I don't really like play with any of this, but your trip info, obviously your fuel economy. This says I'm going 24, almost 25 miles per gallon. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. Just driver assist stuff, vehicle information, just like about the temps and your tires. Back to the speedometer. So this here shows the gas level. One thing about this car that is for sure different about my other car is the gas. So this car does better on gas than my other Jeep Compass. It's just something I noticed. I was driving up to my grandparents and I saw like myself using less, and I was very excited, because one con of Jeep, there's not many cons, I'm gonna say. I feel like I'm just for sure biased. They're terrible on gas. Like, I love Jeep to bits, but like we go through gas very quickly. Even in a compact SUV like this, you fly through gas. It's just something you know going into it. I feel like if you were doing your research on the cars, Jeeps are not great on gas, and I have always like hated that, but like I've had Jeeps for so long, I don't really notice a difference. I've just kind of like financially planned for it, so that's a con. But this car definitely does a little bit better on gas. Not crazy different, but just a little bit better, enough where I noticed it and I was like, I'm very excited about that. So that is all for like driver's little area here. Let's move into the screen and just like this area here. So right off the bat, you notice going into this car, there is a screen for sure different from my other car. The screen was like down here, and it was definitely like a smaller box. This is just better quality. It's literally like having an iPad in your car. Like, it's so different and so nice. I like on my navigation, it's so big and clear. It's just so nice. And obviously because there's CarPlay, I can go to my music very easily. I can go to my phone. When I'm here, I can see navigation and music. Like, I like having these options. I'm gonna go all the way over here. So these are like apps. You can add things. I don't have anything here. I just haven't set anything up, and I don't think I will, honestly. I don't really use this much. So there's that. There's the normal vehicle information, so like your display, your safety and driving assistance, your clock and date, like your mirrors, your wipers, your camera, your phone, your Bluetooth. All like the settings are here. Only time I use this is when I change the time during daylight savings. So moving on back to CarPlay. You guys know what that looks like at this point. You got your apps here. It's very cool. Very, very cool. You go to the little comfort category. This is the temperature. I like that this has dual settings. My other car didn't really have this. So basically, like, if I'm freezing cold and I want my temperature hot, I can turn up the heat. I can also do it down here, and then on this side, if they are like sweating their ass off, they can have an AC on and they can adjust it here. So I like having those options. For the passenger side, you can turn on the heated seats. I don't know if you could see that. You could probably see it better now. Same thing on the driver's side. You have heated seats and a heated steering wheel, which I love in the wintertime. If I am in snow, it's amazing. When I go to Florida, it won't matter that much, but you never know. In the next few years, I could be in a freezing cold place again, and I like having that option. This button here, you automatic off button, so it like turns the car off when you're stopped. I hate it. I hate feeling my car start again when I'm like at a stop sign. I think this is supposed to be like better for your fuel and your gas, but like I don't know if it makes that much of a difference, so I just always turn it off, but it's an option, obviously. What is this? Oh, my traction control, very important, but I don't need that right now. And then that is lane management. My mirror here, there's that little triangle. I don't know if you can see that. I think you can. That'll light up and make beeping noises if there is a car like coming close to me. If I'm backing out and I'm like getting a little close to a car, it'll be like beep, beep, beep. It's very scary the first time because I did not expect it. So I was like, whoa. So I guess I could turn that off. I didn't know that. See, I'm exploring this for the first time with you guys. We have hazards, obviously. And then what is this? Park sense. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna keep it. Oh, that's on now. Oh, sorry, that's what the triangle is for. Sorry. This is active lane management. I guess that's when you're driving. This is for the little thing on the mirror. I messed that up. Sorry, guys. But I'm turning that off. Or on. On. Anyway, moving forward down here. This is basically like the not screen version of this. So you have your volume for your music. You can turn the screen on and off here, as you can see. You have your temperature control. This is good for when you're like defrosting your car. You could turn the temperature on and off here, your AC. Same thing with the modes that are right here. You have that here. So yeah, you got all the options here are here too. So it's very nice. One thing about this car that I like so much more than my other car is how high and lifted this part of my car is. So everything in the other car was so much lower. I'll insert a clip here so you can kind of see it. The gear shift was so much lower down. The cup holders were like basically in the ground. Now that I've gotten used to this car for like a week, the cup holders were like so far down into the car. I like how deep they are. They're gonna be very easy to clean. I think I can take this right out so I can clean this too, which I like. Gear shift, I love. The emergency brake is right there. You have your four-wheel drive. This little thing right here is all part of the reason why I got this car. Your gear shift. And then one thing my other car again didn't have is this pocket down here. I've already put a bunch of shit in here. I have my keys, my sunglasses. I have an air freshener I need to replace. I got this on Amazon, but I need a new one. It's like a little can you just stick in your car. My Easy Pass is down there. I need to Velcro it up here, but when I was changing my car, I couldn't get the Velcro off. I need to figure that out before I leave because I'll be going through a lot of tolls. So we have that. That is something I absolutely love about this car. Just a little extra storage for all my hot girl shit. You have obviously your glove box here. I don't have anything in here really. I'm working on all my car essentials, but in here I have two things that are new essentials. So we have this little spray here. This is a screen cleaner. Let me demonstrate for you. So I'm gonna turn off the screen. So as you can see, there are some smudges on the car. You can see it here. I did use this like recently. Spray, like you're spraying like a multi-purpose or like a Windex. And then this on the outside of this spray little can here, you just wipe and you wipe and you use the little sides of the container to wipe the screen. La la la, amazing. Is it completely necessary? Maybe not, but do I love it? Absolutely. So I got it in gray because it's like minimal and it'll match the car. So that's going in there. And then this is a TikTok find. Some of you might love it. Some of you might hate it. It's a little like gel. So this part of my car is this like beautiful shininess, but it gets dusty. So what do? You take the blob and you just wipe everything down. I got some dust on my wheel here. Don't worry, I have a little weird blob that's gonna help me clean it off. Not sponsored. Then you just put it right back in the container. And I'm putting it right back in my glove box. I wanted to fit a little like essentials kit in here, but this is too narrow if I'm being honest. So that's just going to be for miscellaneous for now. As for the passenger side, you can really see the two-tone, but I have the glove box. In here, I have my registration and insurance. It's this little book. I got this on Amazon for like $7. I think it's really nice. It holds everything well. There's pockets. There's like 10 different colors for it, but I just got black to match my car. And then I have my little emergency kit down here of like beauty products. I really like this. I need to add more to it. I feel like you never know when you're gonna need anything, so it's nice to have on hand things. So this little container has like large, deep pockets here. So I have ibuprofen. I always get headaches. I have contacts because my vision is terrible, and sometimes my contacts rip. So just in case, I want like to be prepared. I have a moisturizer, I have a little mini hairbrush, I have a little floss, I have a spoolie because it came with the hairbrush, so I just threw it in there. I want to get a few more things for here, like wipes and other things that I just feel like you never know when you need. And then on the other side, I have like pads and tampons and stuff. So, and we'll link this down below. It's a very nice, very like nice quality container, and I just feel like it's perfect to just keep in my car, and it just like adds a bit of touch of me, you know what I mean? Like, this is me. All this stuff is me. Underneath you have your little manuals here, your guides, this stuff for the car, you know, the usual. So that's the passenger seat. I really think it's nice. Lots of room. Every passenger I've had in here says it's so comfortable. The car rides so smooth for them, and they like feel kind of tall in it. You can obviously adjust the seat, and it has the heated seats on the passenger too. So just a very nice little spot to like travel with people. So that's the first part of the car. Now let's move into the back seat. So going into the back seat, so on the back of the seats to my car, I have these hooks I got on Amazon for $7. I have my purse hanging here right now. I really do like them. I feel like if you have children and like there's car seats here, or if you're traveling with people, like it's just nice to like keep things a bit more organized. I don't know, like if you have people in your back seat, like just throwing a bunch of shit on the floor is never comfortable. So I got these little hooks in case I have any passengers or anything. So it came with a set of 4. I will link those as well. Right here is the vent for the back seat, as well as a USB here. Which is very nice because I feel like multiple people like to charge their phones and stuff at once. So it's nice to have that. You have pockets obviously in the back of the seats. There's a lot of room here. I just have my front seat pushed back because I was filming, but there is quite a lot of room. I feel like the back doors are very basic. Like there is cup holders here. You have your window. The last thing to point out here is the center cup holder. This is very nice for when you have people in the back. It's just a bit more comfortable for everybody, I think, because the cup holders on the doors are a little small. I'll mention that. So it's nice just to have the extra ones here. Moving into the trunk, I need to get out of the back seat now. So the trunk is obviously a hatchback. In the trunk, I have this little organizer I got off Amazon. I really liked it to like store and carry things. I'm gonna add more like things in here, like blankets and a sweatshirt, and just in case. This side has like a little pocket too to separate things. And I also have pockets here in the front. And then there's one on the side here. So it hooks onto your car, and it also has buckles here. I feel like you couldn't really hear me outside. There's a lot of cars driving by, but I feel like my hair is getting messier throughout the video. Sorry. Trunk has so much storage. The seats do fold down, so it is obviously a hatchback. The seats fold down. This is the car we use to move. Really useful and helpful if you're on the move a lot, if you have children, if you are just a girl in your 20s bouncing around. It's just a good, nice car. Okay, so this is what the outside of the car looks like. I love the grille. It's one of my favorite parts. The rims, that's also why I got the car. I just think they're so cool. It says compass on the side. When you go into the driver's side, this is what you see. I feel like you saw this when I was first getting the car. Back seat, you can definitely see the two-tone like here as well, which is something I really like about this car that my other car did not have. That is my 2023 Jeep Compass. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you like my car. If not, that's fine. Everybody has a preference. I wanted to talk about leasing the car. I just wanted to talk about my car experience, and I'm just really happy with this car. So that's it. I wanted to make a whole dedicated video about this just so you kind of like got the whole rundown. Like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, if you are another girly out here. Just normally I make videos about my life in my 20s, just like lifestyle stuff. I work out. That's what I always say. I work out, I read books. That's what I always say. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.